Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Priscille, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you could tune in with me today. And if you're a returning viewer, hey! I recently turned 21, the big 21. I turned 21 May 15th, and turning 21 made me look back at the few years and made me realize and think, wow, I've learned a lot, sometimes the hard way, but definitely made me the woman that I am today. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing 10 things that I learned by 21 that I wish someone would have told me earlier. If you're ready, get your popcorn, get your snacks, because this is going to be a good one. We're going in. We're going to be real, always. Y'all know me. We're going to be real. A lot of these things I am saying is from personal experience. So if you can relate or if you can't relate, still be open to listen, have an open mind. We are all different people, so we have different opinions. Get your notebook, get it all. And if you're ready to chat it up in the comments, let's do it. Let's go. Number one, if you know me, you know I love the Lord. I love the Lord. And the number one thing that I would tell people is to trust God and to trust his process. Trusting God is not easy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Trusting God in the process is not easy. It doesn't always look peaches and cream, but it's definitely beneficial. Now, I know like when you're in a season or when you're in a time where you're in the trenches of life, basically, it can look very, very difficult to trust God. But I promise you, hold on to trusting God and hold on to his process and watch how much you grow from it. Because a lot of the times growth is uncomfortable, and the process to becoming who you are is not always going to be easy. And there is going to be lessons that you are going to learn in the process that may definitely hurt you. They will break you, they will shape you, and they will just make you the person that you are going to be today. And speaking future tense, 21, definitely before 21, I was not always fully trusting God. I feel like up until like last year, God really showed me the importance of trusting him fully. His process is always the best. I've gotten to the point where it's like, I don't want to do anything outside of his will or do things outside of his process, because my process, it could work, but it's not better than God's. So I had to lay it aside and trust God. Trusting God looks like you're kind of going in with a blindfold. You don't see what's in front of you. You kind of just see your feet, but you don't see what's coming. And trusting God will help you take the next step. And if you're able to discern his voice, if you're able to understand the bigger picture, you got to understand the bigger picture, because it's so much bigger than what we just see. There's a lot of things in the future that you're not able to see, but the Bible also says later on you will understand what I'm doing. That was when Jesus was speaking. Number two, maximize and put your talents to practice. Maximize and put your talents to practice, please. Throughout these years, it has taken me a long time to actually do what I've always wanted to do. I know that I have talents. I know that I have gifts. It was very hard for me to actually put it to practice, mainly because of the fear of what other people would say. But a lot of the times, like, the judgment that you think people have against you is because they're not able to do what you're trying to do. And if people are coming at you, you know, like, oh, why is this girl, you know, wanting to start content, or oh, why is he trying to like put himself out there and, you know, do all these things, that's because they're coming from a place of they don't really have the guts to do what you're doing. Put your talents to practice, because at the end of the day, you are not living for these other people. For Priscille, she's living for God and living for herself, okay? So I'm not ever going to, it took me a while to come to this, guys, and I'm definitely speaking from experience. But I'm not ever going to stop what God, I can't sleep on my talents. You never know what is gonna open a door for you. You never know what is gonna, like, you know, set the tone for your life. You never know what is going to just puff us, just bring, like, you know, you never know what will set the tone for your life in the future. So put yourself out there. Put your talents out there. Of course, discern, speak to the Lord about it and all that, but stop sleeping on your talents. And I'm speaking to myself still, because I feel like there's a lot of things that I still sleep on, which I need to stop doing. Priscille, a full testament is my YouTube channel. It was, guys, I literally started making YouTube channels, I believe, since like 2020. When was the first video posted? The first video was posted, I believe, maybe October 2022. Like, can you see? Because I was scared of what people were gonna say, or like, I felt like I couldn't really do it, but it birthed something new in me, and now I'm able to have like certain opportunities because I put my talents out there, and I stopped playing with my potential. I stopped playing with my gift. Stop playing with what God has placed in you. Like, you are able to go into a place. You never know what doors you will be able to go into by just putting your talents out there, by actually practicing your talents and maximizing on your talent. But you never know who is watching. You never know who is able to help you. And don't neglect the people around you. Like, you have this like burning thing in your heart that's like, dang, like, I should start this business. I should start, this channel. I should start like, whatever. I should start that thing that's been pressing on your heart and your mind for years. What are you waiting for to start it? We're gonna hop into the next one because, listen, I can talk. Number 3, find the good and God in every single thing. I've been through a lot of life situations where it's hard for me to find the good, and it definitely took a lot of maturing spiritually and in Christ and it takes a lot of maturing within yourself as well. Be able to understand that I have to find the good and God in everything. Every single thing. I will speak from personal experience. Being in college definitely comes with a lot. Like, you're especially when you have like roommates and things like that. You're dealing with a lot of different people. You're dealing with people from different backgrounds and things like that, right? And so I had to be put in a place where, though the situation around me was so hard and it really could bring up a lot of anger, okay? Bring up a lot of, frustration and irritation in me, I had to bring myself to a place where it's like, okay, Priscille, what is God doing in this? It's all about your heart posture. It's all about your heart posture in situations. When you're going through a certain situation, it's hard. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna say that. Don't look at it as a way to like blame God if you're going through like a hard time in a hard situation. Trust me, I know what it's like, but change your mindset, change your heart posture. I actually had to come in a place where before I used to be like, God, why me? Like, God, like, why is this happening? I would thank God even for the situation. I would ask God, I would be like, God, okay, what are you teaching me in this? What is this birthing in me? Like, what are you trying to break in me that can't come with me into the next season of my life? So a lot of the times it's hard. Trust me, it is so hard to find the good in tough situations. It's hard to find God in tough situations, but he is always there. Always, y'all. Always. And I'm always speaking from personal experience, y'all. This not no rap with that. It's not no, what they say? There's no cap in my rap when I'm talking about this, bro. There's no cap at all, because it's like, I've walked through this stuff, hard stuff. I know I don't let you guys in on every single little thing in my life, but there's been a lot of times where it's like, hey, God, I don't want to be put on the list of your strongest warriors, but listen, it's like, okay, God, you must be preparing me for something so good, because the amount of trenches, the amount of ghetto-ness we are going through right now, the amount of wilderness we are going through right now has to be like, there's something bright in the future. So it's like, find the good and find God in everything. Find the good even in tough situations. Don't let situations, don't let people change your character, change who you are. Continue to be a great person, okay? Continue to be the great person that you are. This kind of ties into trusting God. Number 4, don't be the driver of your own life, okay? Let God truly lead you. It's hard, guys, to truly surrender and give things to God because you're used to doing things your own way. I was quickly humbled when I thought that, okay, listen, God, I told God, I talked about this in my testimony. I said, God, listen, I didn't say it like that, but I was like, okay, God, so this was gonna happen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? You just sign off and make it happen. Excuse me? That's not how it works. Especially when you're walking with Christ, you have to surrender your desires and your plans and your ways in order to reach what he has for you. In order to reach the blessings that the Lord has for you, you got to surrender your ways. You can't do things your own way. You cannot do things your own way. You can't do things with your own point of view. It has to like, you have to humble yourself and surrender, literally surrender to God for things to go right in your life. Point blank. Stop trying to be the driver of your own life, because you know when, there can't be two drivers. You ever seen them like scenes in the movies where it's like, say like there's one person driving, right, and the other person tries to take the wheel or whatever, when maybe there's like swerving going on or whatever. You ever seen that? Does it ever turn out right? I mean, they may get control back, but it will be because one person is leading it, and you can't be the leader of your own life. Literally, you cannot be the leader of your own life. You can't. Allow yourself, be open to learn from others. Let God lead you. Be open to let God lead you. Like, it's so important. So important to not just like, want to do everything on your own. No. God is your helper, so let him help you. Number 5, be intentional. Be intentional. Be intentional. Be intentional. Be intentional. Guys, there was many times where I wasn't intentional. I feel like with my YouTube, I definitely like wasn't as intentional as I could be. Let's look up what intentional means, because a lot of the times we be using these words but we don't know the definitions of them. Okay, boom, a quick Google search. Intentional means done with purpose, not by accident or chance. A lot of the times we're not intentional with the things that we do. Like, this can be with like friendships, this can be with relationships, this can be with like your job, your school, things like that. We're not intentional because it's like there's nothing really driving you. You have to have a drive behind a lot of the things that you do. Like, I feel like intention and purpose is what really drives you to achieve the things that you want to do. Don't just like give like, the last crumb to what you can really do. And especially when it like comes to you, I feel like a lot of the times some people, we tend to like neglect our purpose and we tend to neglect our goals because we feel like we have time to do it. Be intentional every single day. Be intentional every single day. Be intentional with the things that may seem small right now. Being intentional with my YouTube. Being intentional, with my education. Being intentional with my goals and things like that. Being intentional with every single thing that I got to do, because God tells me to be faithful with the little, so that when it's time for me to get the bigger things, I'm prepared, because I knew how to handle it when I had the little. You set the tone for the future right now. I heard this girl say it the other day. She was like, you're choosing yourself right now, but not choosing yourself in the future. So basically, like, you not, being intentional with working out. For example, let's just say that you choosing to like not work out now, but then complain when summertime is coming around and the body's not looking the way it should. You weren't intentional before, so you think it's just gonna pop up and like, you can do quick little workouts and the body boom banging? No. There has to be intention behind your goal and like what you're doing. You can't just give like half work to what you want to do. Nah, it don't work like that. Be intentional, guys. Number 6, stop wasting time. I feel like this is something that a lot of people struggle with in their youth, is wasting time, feeling like we have time for every little thing. This is what one of my professors also used to say. Shout out, I don't know if I should say his name, but if he ever sees this, that was one of my favorite professors from last semester. My professor would always say like, stop wasting your time, because tomorrow's not promised, tonight is not promised, the next 30 seconds is not promised. Like, we get so comfortable and we lack urgency of time. Like, we just think that, okay, yeah, because like, I'm so privileged. This is basically how it sounds sometimes. I'm privileged enough to, like, wake up tomorrow morning and everything will be dandy and fine and everything will just go perfect. Life switches up this quick. So it's important to like not get so comfortable in thinking that you have tomorrow to do what you want to do. You don't know if you'll, I'm not even trying to sound dark or sappy. I'm not trying to sound like that, but it's the truth. You don't know if you'll be here tomorrow. You don't know that. You don't know it. That's just how life is sometimes. Life is very short. I'm not saying like go and do like, stupid things. Don't do that. But if you have something that you've been sitting on for so long, if you know that God has been calling you to a place for so long and you've just been pushing it off to the side and not really like pressing on it, stop wasting time and do it. And it's important to like, of course that comes with like knowing when you should do things according to when God tells you to do things. I wish I could tell my younger self this, because I struggled with procrastinating for so long, guys, for years, and I would always be like, Priscille, you know, if you really like locked in the way that you should have, you could have been at this place, you could have, like, you know, hit this, you could have hit that. But because like I was so comfortable and I lacked the urgency of timing, I feel like I missed out on certain things because I just didn't want to do the work then. Stop procrastinating, stop wasting time, stop playing with your potential, stop downplaying your gift. Like, it comes with sacrifice. A lot of the things that we want will not come easy, but it comes with you being self-disciplined and you actually doing the things that you've always wanted to do. So this could be a reminder, this could be your sign to get up and do what you've always wanted to do. You know, you wanted to pick up that camera and be a photographer, and you wanted to pick up that mic and, you know, start poetry, and, you know, you wanted to pick up that pen and start writing and, you know, scripting and doing all that and be an actor and all that. What are you waiting for to do it? What are you waiting for to do it? There's no perfect time to do something. Oh my gosh, that's in the Bible. That's in the Bible. There's no perfect time to do something. I'm paraphrasing, so don't quote me on it. I'm going to find the Bible verse, put it on the screen for y'all, but there's literally no perfect time to do something. And if you're waiting for the wind or the clouds to be a certain way to do something, the wind or the clouds may never come. Listen, today it was raining and it was cloudy and it was sunny in a span of 30 seconds. Typical DMV weather for you, but it's like that. Stuff comes and goes. So imagine if you're just waiting, okay, I'm gonna wait till I get $50,000 to begin this project and da-da-da-da. If God has put the idea in your mind right now, don't you think that when you actually take the step, He will also provide the stuff that you need to sustain what you want to do? A lot of the time, more than 90% of the time, God is waiting for you to take the step in order for Him to do what He has to do. Especially with the things that He has like pressed and called certain people to do. He's waiting on you to do it, for you to take this step, and He will lead you. He will lead you. Every step of the way He will lead you. That's the thing. Number 7, allow people, environments, circumstances to go. There's a season and reason for everything. Like, sometimes you won't always have the same circle around you. You won't always be in the same place. Life is changing. Life is always changing. Life is always changing. Life is not always going to be the same. So don't cling on to an environment. Don't cling on to a person. Don't cling on to a group of people because that's what you're used to. If you know it's time for you to separate from that place, that person, that environment, allow yourself to do so. But you also have to move with discernment with a lot of these things. Wisdom and discernment will take you so far in life. Pray about it and God will always move, okay? Allow yourself to be open to just receive new things as well. Allow yourself to receive new things because there's always better than what you knew before. In some circumstances, there's better than what you knew before. Like, what you see as being like so good and perfect right now, there can be 10 times better if you just let it go. Because a lot of the times you're not able to experience new things because you don't want to let go. You don't want to let go because you're comfortable in that space. Listen, growth is uncomfortable. Let go. Let go. It's hard. But listen, it's doable because I did it. I did it. Okay, I was able to let go of just the idea of how I wanted things to go. And listen, letting God lead my life and letting Him just do everything is better than wanting to do things on my own. This one. Prioritize you, please. Especially in your youth. Prioritize you. When I say you, prioritize your relationship with God, okay? That's number 1. Prioritize your relationship with God. Prioritize your goals. Prioritize your health. Prioritize, you know, your self-care, things like that. Because I feel like a lot of the times we let the other things of our youth kind of like take over and, you know, kind of just distract us. But I feel like your youth, and especially your 20s and things like that, is a time where you are just experiencing so much and learning so much and picking up on so much that sometimes you don't need to be distracted by people, certain friend groups, certain relationships, certain things like that. You don't need to be distracted by that because it removes the focus on you. Me personally, I really don't think people should be dating in their teens. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me, okay? That's just me because I feel like you're still learning so much. You're still learning so much about yourself that it's like, okay, you got to pick up on another person's, like, you know, stuff. You got to pick up on their behavior as well and, like, pick up on what they got to do and, like, pick up on their problems as well. You just prioritize you. I mean, some people do it and they have, like, balance. They know how to prioritize themselves and, like, a friendship and, like, a relationship and things like that. But me personally, I feel like your youth, your 20s and all that is for you. Like, especially college, whew, college flies by, y'all. It flies by so fast. So this is the time, or like in your youth as well, your teens as well, this is the time where you should explore and like find hobbies and do the things that you've always wanted to do. Okay? Just, it's your time to just explore. Because I feel like, let's be real, I feel like when you have kids, when you have the big girl job, the big boy job and all that, you won't really have as much time as you do in your youth. Now, rejoice in your youth, but understand that you shouldn't also be doing just things just recklessly and carelessly and things like that. So again, wisdom and discernment, okay? The balance of wisdom and discernment. Prioritize you. You know you wanna go run a marathon, but certain things is just stopping you. Remove those distractions, remove all the things that's stopping you from properly training for that marathon, and go run that marathon. Go do it. Go do it. Prioritize you. If there's like certain hobbies and interests that you have, this is the time to explore them. If you know you, personally me, I love sunsets and sunrises and all that. I love it so much. And I feel like in my youth, I definitely want to explore that more. Like sometimes, I mean, I don't be waking up early enough to do it, but I love watching the sunset in my backyard because it's just so pretty. Like, you know, things like that. Stuff that you're still learning yourself. You're still learning the things that you like, the things that you don't like, and things like that. So personally, I'm prioritizing Priscille right now. Like, Priscille's just prioritizing her. Ooh, this one, y'all. This one. Number 9, have big faith. Always. Let me tell you, having big faith will put you in places that you've never thought you would be in before. I will always speak on my testimony. If you want to go tune in, it's on my channel. But having big faith is just a necessity in life, man. And having big faith does not come easy as well. Having big faith comes in environments. It gets revealed in environments and certain circumstances that you're in. Because I didn't realize that I had little faith until I was placed into a situation where it was like, okay, I can't call nobody. I can't, no matter what connection I had, it wasn't gonna work because it was just the circumstance that I was in. But the only thing that I could cling on was my faith. And God rewards people who are faithful. God rewards his children who are faithful. So when you're just sitting there and you're saying, okay, God, like, you know, I trust you and I have faith or whatever, but you're not fully trusting him or having faith, he sees what's in your heart, baby. You can't lie to him. You can't lie to him. So it's like having big faith is so important because it drives you. It drives you. And it's like you can't have faith and then second guess. What's the Bible verse? It's like a man who has faith but still doubts is like a crashing wave, something like that, something like that. But your faith has to be rooted. You know how a plant is rooted in the ground? That's how rooted your faith should be. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like the roots, you know, of a plant in soil. And the root is like your faith. Now, don't allow your faith to be easily plucked up out of the ground. Don't allow it. You still have to be like rooted, like planted, like an anchor in the water. That's how rooted your faith should be. So like whenever certain circumstances come and things like that, I'm not tripping. I'm not worried. It's not that I'm ignoring it. It's not that I'm not seeing it. Okay, I see you, situation. I see you, trouble. I see you. But I also know who my God is. I know how big he is. I know that he's came through for me before. I know that he has always sustained me. He's never failed me. So why would I ever let a little bitty itty bitty situation shake me? I'm rooted in my faith. Hello? I'm rooted in my faith, okay? James 1:6, but let him ask in faith with no doubting. For the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind. Do you want to be tossed by the wind? What's them, you guys know, I forgot what they're called, if I can remember the name, but it's like tumbleweed? I think it's called tumbleweed, but where it's like super windy and it just flows with the wind, don't be like tumbleweed. No. When the winds are coming, you need to be planted. You need to be like a brick. A brick doesn't move in the wind. It's kind of like the three pigs and the big bad wolf. One of them had a house of hay. Wind blew it down. The other one, what was it? Straw? Blew it down. But the brick one, the powerful wind came. It came no matter how strong it was. Blew the house down and it didn't work. Because why? It was rooted. It's heavy. Let your faith be heavy. My God. Let your faith be heavy as bricks so that when the wind comes, you cannot be shaken. Hey, God, that's a word. Number 10, don't count yourself out. Please don't. Please don't count yourself out. Because like a lot of the times we miss opportunities because we think that we're underqualified. The Best Girl necklace that I always wear, I don't have it on today, but the Best Girl store, that was the first sponsorship that I got. Gifted PR at that I got with 100 subscribers. I think I had 100 subscribers at the time. Don't ever count yourself out. Listen, do not ever count yourself out, because when you have something in you, you will go beyond the people who are even bigger. You don't count yourself out. Like what? I feel like a lot of the times your mindset up here is what stops you from seeing the bigger picture. Okay, you stop yourself from experiencing greater and bigger things because you feel like you're small, because you feel like you can't do it, because you feel like it's hard. It was hard for others, so it's going to be hard for you. Listen, no one person is the same. Nobody shares the same DNA. Nobody shares the same fingerprint. This fingerprint of mine, nobody else has it. Priscille is unique. Okay, there might be another person named Priscille, but she is not the kind of mark that Priscille is. No, I'm one, the original, one of one. Okay, one of one, the original. Unique, okay, made in the image of God. So stop counting yourself out. Stop thinking that you're not able to do this because of what your circumstance looks like right now. Stop thinking that you're not able to be that person because of what it may look like right now. Stop thinking you're not going to be able to reach, them levels, them heights because of what you see right now. Don't focus on what you see right now. Like, if God gave you a word, if God, put something on your life, don't ever let anybody tell you that you're not able to do what you want to do. My parents, they speak life into us. And it's so important, the people that you have around you as well. That's the bonus one. Look at the people around you. Make sure they're people who can actually move you, and people who can actually motivate you, and people who actually speak life into you. Because a lot of people around you, sometimes you feel like you can't do anything because of the voices that you hear around you, and you let that infiltrate what is up here. But a lot of the times, if I really lock in, if I really do what I say I want to do, I can do whatever. Stop letting these people make you feel like you got to count yourself out. If you feel like I can't do this, good for you. Me, I will do it. If you feel like you can't, I will. Don't count yourself out, and don't let anybody else make you feel like you can't do it. No. It's to be open to critique, okay? You're still young. You're still learning. You don't know everything. Sometimes when our parents used to, I didn't really always like the approach, but your parents are right. Listen to your parents. Listen to your elders. Listen to people like, who have experienced life before you. I feel like that's why the Bible is there, because a lot of the things that we're seeing in the world now has happened years and years and years ago. And it's the same thing with like your elders and your parents who were here before you. They know some stuff about life. So be open to critique. Stop always thinking you know everything, because you don't. I promise you don't. Especially if you're in your teens. You think you're grown because you're 18. Baby, you still a kid. You don't know everything. You don't. Coming from love ya, but you don't know everything. So be open to critique. Don't allow people to talk to you crazy, okay? But like, be open to like, people actually giving you some advice. Be open to it. Don't be so, no, be open. These are the things that I wish somebody would have told me earlier before I turned 21. But your girl has learned a lot. Your girl has learned some lessons, and it made me the person who I am today. So I thank God, and I thank the people around me. I definitely rambled, but I missed rambling. So thank you guys so much for watching. So if you're older and you have some tips for the girls and the guys and the kids and the youngins, let us know down below, please. Don't be afraid to share it. But yes, this was such an exciting video to film. I hope it definitely helps somebody out or so people can relate. But I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. Thank you guys so much again. I will see you guys later. Bye.